Oh, the camera's actually in a decent spot. Hey, like Final Fantasy 14, yeah! Yeah, Rising event. I have no idea where I need to go. I know it's in Limslumen, so that's all I know. Must be upstairs? No, I don't see it there either. Where the heck? Well, somebody said it was here. I'm lost. Do we pick it up where we left off last time? Was, I think, upstairs? Usually it's in Ul'dah, but somebody said it was here. Maybe it is in Ul'dah? Or maybe it's in Gridania? I'm so confused. I didn't see it anywhere. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. Where the heck is it? It said the Rising event was going on until the 11th. Where? I mean, that's what these are. These are from the... Actually, is there anybody in my freight company that's on right now? I keep ending up with nobody being on at the same time as me. I still don't know how I'm the queen. King was last on 17 days ago. Nobody's on. I can't ask anybody. apparently I'm no longer part of the Sprout channel. Ah, my water's empty, dang it. Upper deck 11, 4, 13, 8. Okay. I just, for some reason, wasn't registering the quest. It wasn't showing the exclamation point. That's weird. Well now, if it isn't my adventurer friend Jolty, it could only be a blessing from the Navigator that we should meet again here and now. You see, I have been struggling to find inspiration for a new song to perform this rising. I have a mind to speak with the locals for their tales, for which I could use your able assistance. Might you be willing to accompany me? I guess? I am truly grateful. During the rising, we remember those we lost in the calamity, even as we turn our attention to a brighter future. 'Tis my hope to hear a tale that inspires one and all to look forward. Now then, there's no better place for talk in Limsa than the Drowning Winch. Let us first seek out the barkeep, Batteron, and see if he has aught of interest to share. Okay. Are they automatically going to take me there? Cool. Oh, come on. What's the harm? What's the harm? You'll get yourself killed. That's the harm. I ain't letting one so young sign up. Why do you want to become an adventurer so badly anyway, Richa? Archa? Richa? I don't know. I can't pronounce it. There's this place I need to go to. The problem is the Yellow Jackets won't let a child leave the city alone. But if I was an adventurer, I'd be responsible for myself. I could go wherever I please, whenever I please. So please, let me sign up. It ain't that simple, lass. I've got a responsibility to those I sign up. If I let someone what's clearly unprepared ed out there and they end up hurt or worse, I wouldn't be able to live it down. And don't even get me started on the damage it'd cause the guild's reputation, so you can forget about signing up until you're older, much older. But it has to be now, during the rising. Huh. Why do you have to be so responsible? It comes with age, lass. Now run along and get yourself home. Don't like the look in her eyes. Is everything well? Ah, sorry you had to see that. The little cub's bent on becoming an adventurer, but I said no and sent her on her way. Still, I can't help but worry. She doesn't strike me as the sort to give up easily. True that. Wouldn't surprise me a whit if she tried to sneak out anyway. I hate to impose, but do you reckon you could keep an eye on Urcha? I'd do it myself, but I can't up and leave the tavern. The timing of the rising seemed to be of the essence to the little one. Intriguing. Would you not agree? Let us ask her about that. Okay. I'm in your debt. Now the nearest city exits the Tempest Gate, over by the Abbot Castle. I suggest you begin by talking to Clindrail, the sentry yonder. Okay. Jolty's sleepy. Almost didn't get on. But I wanted to get this done. I didn't want to miss out on the reward. It's supposed to be a minion. I like minions. Don't mind. Not sure if I'll do much more than this. That's why I had a question mark after the stuff. The lowlands of Lenosha await you on the other side of the Tempest Gate. At Bataron's behest, you say? As it happens, a girl of that description did come through just a moment ago. She was at the heels of a Makote peddler, so at a glance one might think them parent and child, but the way she kept stealing glances behind her made me suspicious. So I alerted my comrade, a yo-yo, outside, and I expect she's stopped the little one for questioning. If you're worried, you should seek her out. Our thanks for the information. We shall find our comrade at once. Find your comrade at once. Honey? Honey? Are you going to come and bless the video? Are you going to bless the video? Honey? Are you going to bless us? No, you're too busy cleaning yourself. Okay, gotcha. Well now, if it ain't the good minstrel and our kindly helper. Pleasure to see the two ye again. What brings ye here today? Oh, she's the one from last year's Rising event. Last year we recruited pirates to light off cannons. Last year was the first time they had it in Limsa. So Bataron sent ye after the little one. I was just about to ask her what she's up to. Virtue, was it, dearie? Even without others telling ye, ought to know it's dangerous out here. What is it that you want to do so badly, you'd risk your life like this? There's something that I need to see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous, I have to go. We understand that you have your reasons, Rucha. Even so, we cannot in good conscience allow you to wander the wilds alone. So here, I would make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the services of one? With a dependable adventurer at your side, you would be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option. But I don't have any money. And what adventurer would want to help a child anyway? Me! Pick me! Why, our friend here, of course. Why do I look so surprised? As long as I get paid. If you're happy with this humble vagrant. I got this. Hello, viewer! Wait, is that Kevy Kev? Kevy Kev? Maybe? Well, he's doing laundry, that's why he's not in the group right now. But I'm by myself, because nobody's in here. I'm all by myself! So when I actually look like I'm talking to myself, I'm actually talking to myself. I don't have a party. I have a party up, but there's nobody in it right now. She'll be glad to provide suitable recompense at Rich's stead, while a part of me hopes that this will lead to inspiration for a song. Above all, I feel compelled to lend a helping hand. You'll really help me? Oh, thank you so much. I love little Makote children. They're so cute. I'm glad it worked out for ye. But as a client, there's something you need to bear in mind. That is, you've got to give the adventurer your trust. Be honest with what exactly it is ye need, and she'll be able to help ye all the better. The place I want to go to is a lighthouse here in Lower Lenosha. It's named for one of the 12. I heard a rumor from a kid in town, you see. He told me that ghosts appear there during the rising. They're supposedly lighthouse keepers who died in the calamity, and they spirit children away to the realm of the dead. But that's got to be nonsense, and I want to prove it. Oh, the 2 lighthouses in the area. Ocean's Torch is the only one as civilians can still get to. Don't recall hearing nothing about ghosts, though. I can't help but be curious, so I'll come along. Having a yellow jacket with ye ought to make things easier, I reckon. That outside of a skirmish, anyway. Being a cannoneer, I'm most at home blasting things from a distance. If we run into angry fiends on the road, they're all yours. Okay. You can still shoot things from a distance. So, what's your name, adventurer? I'm Jolty! Or Jolteon, I guess. Jolteon Wilburn, I'll remember that. Thank you so much for helping me. We'll go to Ocean's Torch, and we'll see if the rumor about the ghosts is true. Ah! Ghoul Jaja. Like I said, I was pretty sure it was a minion. They tend to give us minions for the Rising. I think we got a mount one time. Yeah, I think that's it. We usually get minions, and then we got the mount that one time. I don't think they've ever given us any clothes or anything. I don't think. Are you ready to go, Jolteon? As much as I would like to accompany you, someone should return to the Drowning Wench to apprise Baderon of these developments. Besides, to hear your accounts afterwards, what you learned and felt will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you an enjoyable and insightful excursion. What's that smell? Smells like somebody's smoking you know what. Right, to begin with, how about we head east to Madman Bridge? It'd give Rich a chance to see the sights. The path can be steep in places, so take care ye don't take a tumble now. I'll be fine, don't worry. Let the adventure begin. Well, at least I don't have to escort them. Hello, viewers. Look, a river, and there's some sort of strange animal. It's a toad. It would probably try to eat you. We sometimes see children out this way with their folks, but I take it you've never been? Actually, I have. It was a long time ago, though, before my parents died in the calamity. It's alright. I like it at the orphanage. Everyone's really nice, and I have lots of fun. That'd be Limlane's Shoals, I take it. It's an orphanage run by a former sanguine siren. In case you wasn't aware, a fine place by all accounts. If that's where Rich is from, I'll have one of me comrades contact her caretakers. Wouldn't do to let 'em think she's missing. Right then, next we'll make for Ocean's Embrace. Up this here ill. Take it slow so you don't wear yourself out. As I said, smelled like they were smoking you know what. I mean, I suppose it could be a skunk, but... Whoa, we're so high up. This is amazing. I felt the same way when I looked out from here for the first time. This bridge was built where a tidal wave sundered the land during the calamity. It's a symbol of our people's determination to rise above tragedy. Miss Dorothea, that's the headmistress, said that we Lamentans work hard because we hate to lose and like what we do. That made no sense, but okay. What about you, Jolteon? Do you like being an adventurer? I wouldn't want to be anything else. It depends on the work. I'd rather not work at all, to be honest. Adventuring I like. Doing actual work, I don't like. That's what I thought. When I grow up, I hope I'll like what I do as well. My parents liked what they did, I think. When the calamity struck, they didn't run away. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothea said. She promised to tell me everything one day, but I don't know how to feel when they're gone, and... I can't find the words. I want to be a good client, though, so I'll think on it. Seems Rich's got something she needs to get off her chest. In wanting to verify the rumor, mayhap she... but there's no use speculating. Come, let's press on. Okay. Whee! Blurb! That there's Ocean's Torch. 1 and 2 lighthouses ere what are named for gods. The lighthouse keeper's a bloke named Rossenze. Ye can ask him about ghosts and anything else ye like. Lighthouse keeper. So about the reason why I want to know about the ghosts. I bet it's her parents. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see, but they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. When I heard the rumor, I thought that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse. So that's why you want to prove the rumor wrong. You couldn't stand people thinking your parents were doing terrible things. Oh. Aye, but a part of me wishes that the rumor was true. Then I'd be able to talk to my parents again. There's so many things I'd like to ask them. Well, whatever the truth is, we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. I wonder if she's the one that's usually hanging out with Chloe during the summer event. Hello, viewers. Oh, the sea is frozen in a splash. Amazing. This area was hard hit by the calamity. On top of the tidal wave washing away big swaths of land, A piece of Dalamud came crashing down yonder. They say it caused aether to gush out of the land and crystallize all at once. At that time, I was with Miss Dorothea. She was my mother's friend. She took me to a safe place. I was very little then. I didn't fully understand what was happening. The calamity really was a frightful thing. Goodbye, viewer. I can't imagine how it was for father and mother. I mean, you have to admit, that is pretty daggone cool looking. The only other lighthouse... Oh, there's another lighthouse over there. Maybe it's that one. Well now, if it ain't guests, what brings you to the torch? Ghosts during the Rising, for all me years as a keeper. I've not seen nor heard about such things at any lighthouse I know. Certainly the sort of places children might believe haunted, though. Might be as someone mistook me or some laundry for a specter. So father and mother weren't ghosts after all? Oh. But I must say, it's a surprise to see Rateau's little girl here. Your parents showed me the ropes when I was starting out as a keeper. They had charge of Limlayan's ring yonder. Nowadays it's on a little isle, but there used to be a stretch of land connecting it. A dangerous stretch it was, rife with nasty beasts. Ye needed to hire adventurers, and grizzled ones at that, just to deliver supplies. If you knew my parents, please tell me about them. They left me in Limsa during the calamity and died in the tidal wave. Why did they go out there even though it was so dangerous? What was going through their minds? I want to know. I was stationed elsewhere at the time, so I only read this in a report, but your folks did everything they could to protect Limlayan's ring. They built a breakwater using anything and everything they had on hand, but in the end there was no stopping such a monstrous wave. Countless souls went missing when it struck, and the Maelstrom mounted search and rescue operations. I joined in the effort, but I'm afraid they were never found. Know, though, that your folks didn't die in vain. By manning their lighthouse to the very end that day, they guided many vessels safely to shore, and saved many lives. I see. They really were noble souls, like Miss Dorothea said. But if I could choose, I wish that they were still here. This is just a thought, but how'd you like to stay the night and hear more about your folks? It'd only be the mundane, everyday things, but what I know, I'd be glad to share with ye. Hello! I'd like that. I'd like that very much. I never noticed that other lighthouse over there. Good morning, Jolteon. I got up early to look at the lighthouse where my father and mother used to be. For the longest time, I'd felt as though they'd abandoned me. Aww. I wanted to see them one more time, so I could ask them why they had to go, and to tell them that I miss them. Understand how you feel? Are you disappointed they weren't any ghosts? In the end, there weren't any ghosts. Still, I'm glad I could learn about my parents. It made me realize that I want to become someone who helps others, like them and like you. That's cute. So thank you for bringing me here. It's very pretty. Curious as to whether it'll let me fly over there. It's weird that I never noticed. Aw, they took me back. Thank you so much for coming with me, both of you. You're very welcome, dearie. You can always come to me if you need anything. Just no more trying to sneak out, you hear? Well, I better get back to the orphanage. Hopefully Miss Dorothea won't be too mad at me. You'll be wanting to report to the minstrel, I expect. In which case, a comrade of mine tells me he's at the anchor yard. I'll see to it Richard gets home safely. Be sure to catch the special fireworks afterwards, eh? Be seeing you, Jolteon. Wait, how do I get to the... I keep forgetting how to get up there. No, that's not it. That's not it either. Yeah, this is it. I don't come up here very often, so I kind of forgot how to get up here. I think I had to search for it last year, too. Oh, welcome back, my friend. Was young Richard able to find that which she sought? So her true purpose was to see if the ghosts were her parents, who were taken by the calamity. A tale is born when someone acts in the name of another. As there are so many tales out there, it is impossible for us to know every single one. Yet a tale may occasionally find its way to those who need it most, such as that of the lighthouse keepers, whose courage and sacrifice have come to guide their child years after their passing. Thank you, Jolteon, not only for granting Richa's wish, but for providing me with inspiration as well. While we wait for the special fireworks to begin, might you tell me more of your excursion? Yes, it comes to me, a verse for all who strive onwards, this day and every day. I don't usually read the verses. Yeah, I have one of those. Greetings, warrior of light. Look at all the minions! I don't think I have the Opo Opo. I have a Moogle, but I don't have that Moogle. I don't think I have the Tonberry one either. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. For long years, we have walked together with you on this grand adventure. It is a never-ending journey, one that shall continue tomorrow as surely as it does today. The most natural of things. Along the way, I have endeavored to keep my gaze firmly fixed upon the future. Of late, however, I have been keenly reminded that we must occasionally look back upon the path we walked, that we might remember the lessons learned. In the course of our adventures, it seems that I too have grown. To learn from success and failures both, and forge ahead with humility and sincerity. This is what I had resolved to do at Journey's beginning, and I resolved to do so anew. Nothing would please us more than to continue having you at our side on the road ahead. And I pray that upon this journey of life that we have the honor to share, the light of the crystal shall ever shine. Now the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Honey, are you gonna come and say hi? It's almost over. Come and say hi. No? Okay, fine. This world shall yet endure, and as we continue to make our way, I pray that we shall have occasion to meet again. Till that day, I wish you the happiest of journeys. Fare you well. Bee! I don't know if I have the behemoth minion or not. Oh yeah, they have new things at the... Maybe I'll do that before I get off. Most happenings in our lives have no bearing on the fate of the world. More often than not, they go unobserved and unremarked. But you, my friend, gather up such forgotten tales and see them delivered. In so doing, you bring joy, and as a token of my gratitude, I dedicate to you this song, a song of journeys fulfilling. I do need to work on the new stuff, though. I'm leaving it up so you guys can read it if you want to. I have no doubt that you, Richa, and Ayoyo shall give rise to a great many more tales. Your tales in particular may be more varied than those of others. There may be times when you face great hardships, and the weight is more than you can bear. In such a time, I bid you remember this: no matter how great your burdens, the tales that you have gathered shall ever be your strength, a beacon to light your way in the darkness. I wonder if they got the pirates did the fireworks again this year. Because that's what it looked like last year. Delightful dozen. Really? Die. Okay. And now the minstrel's sitting over here with all the little minions sitting around him. That's great. Okay. Now we've finished that. I'm going to head to Gridania real quick. Because I know they put some new stuff in the achievement guy. Oh, I don't have any of my... I don't have any devil wings. It would be perfect to go with this outfit. Honey, what are you doing? Oh, we saw a tail. Oh. What's this? You're able to see me? That's amazing, Kupo. That we should thus meet can surely be no coincidence, and so, to mark this fateful occasion, I shall make you a gift of a magical potion. Fantasia, it's called, and legend holds that it allows you to alter your appearance. May it serve you well, Kupo. Oh, okay. Another one? Okay, I guess it has been a while since I've been over here. Okay. I want to say I already grabbed those. Okay, so they have... We'll start at the bottom. Okay, and then these two are the last things that I need. New frames, yeah. Huh. Okay. Okay. I have one left. Oh, wow. And change the color? Yeah, that kind of goes with the outfit. Yeah. Ah. That's cool. And now the rain's gone away. Okay. I guess I could... I guess I could do some... story. I don't a feeling Kevin's not going to show up. It doesn't look like anybody's going to show up. Okay. If you have a moment, Jolty, Geode wants to take stock of the current crisis. Oblivion may be lacking the finer details in certain areas, so we'd like you to lend your perspective to the conversation. Okay. Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but we need to get a better handle on the threats Alexandria is facing right now. Not at all. Much has happened since the state funeral, and a clearer idea of where things stand would be beneficial for us as well. First things first, then. Let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. Every single sector reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation and vehicles suddenly becoming unresponsive to controls. And while these malfunctions were resolved fairly quickly, they nevertheless resulted in a considerable number of injuries and deaths. But you haven't heard anything about new incidents since then, right? Right, no additional reports have been logged. As far as I know, that's the good news. The bad news is, I tried to take control of the soldiers when they started hurting people, but they wouldn't listen to me, even though I have the king's authority. Once things calmed down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons. But if it happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like before. The King of Resolve's authority is about the highest there is. Who is this man that can override it with such impunity? Calyx. He lived in the age of the storm surge as I did. Lest you forget, he was known for his advancements in electrope technology, and it was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. The wasting disease which afflicted him, however, was said to leave him scant years left to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless, that he might continue his efforts into the present day. Preservation's early goals seemed noble enough, exploring treatments for Levin sickness, designing Everkeep's core system, that sort of thing. Why harm the people he was ostensibly trying to help? I do not pretend to fully understand Calyx's motivations, only that he appeared incensed by what he saw as mankind's failings. He asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational succession was outdated, that evolution now requires us to forsake bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation. Sounds like another group of, what was the Omnicons? That gradually turned their entire bodies into robots. forsake bodies of flesh in favor of eternal preservation. We've already seen how he's employed the simulant to convince Alexandrians that endless conversion is their only hope for survival. Eternal life is assured for the 5,000 who register their neo-regulators. This is merely one part of Calix's greater plan. He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. With that relic in his possession, he will draw aether from the reflections and expand his efforts to create endless 1,000-fold. If we mean to foil Calix's schemes, then our only option is to determine where he's hiding and put him down, which unfortunately is easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal. We found the depths of Everkeep, but I've failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me a little more time, though, and I'm sure I can sniff him out. I'll help you. While Galulja and Shale are working on that, I think I'm going to take a look around town. I want to make sure no new problems have cropped up, as well as search for any information that might lead us to Calix. You're welcome to come along. Another malfunction could happen at any time. I'd be glad to have some brawlers at my back. I'll have to change my outfit, though. Count me in, because this is like level 100 stuff. Raha and the others are helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep. So shall we stick to the streets of Solution 9? Sounds like a plan. Thanks, you two. I appreciate the company. I have to speak with the city's administrators about bringing in the Landsguard. I want our soldiers around to protect those who are moving to Tuliolal. Alphino and Alize will be joining me for the meeting, so the three of us can cover that sector as soon as we're done. If I may, I'd like to join Jolteon's group, if you'll have me. The more mouths to ask questions, the merrier, as long as you're aware of the dangers. Thank you. I'll do my best not to be a burden. I'm more worried about you, Geode. Don't do anything stupid. You change your tune once we get back with the goods on Calix, then the drinks are on you. Come on, let's continue this outside. Okay. Okay, I should probably change back to my summoner. I changed into one of my summer outfits. This was... How many years ago was this? Was this the first one I did? This might have been the first summer outfit that I did. Sorry, it was off in my own little world. Shall we get started? The people seem uneasy. Are you alright, Geode? Let's see what there's to see. You okay, dude? Me? I'm well enough, given the circumstances. It was the Queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death. And so they were for the longest time. Then the moment mortality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, they're greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. Many are bound to give the endless alternative serious consideration. Indeed, and I do not blame them for that, it is only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Calyx wields fear and misery to manipulate people into making that choice. No one, not Calyx nor anyone else, should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who lived as an Alexandrian, I wish to put the choices for this country's future back into the hands of its citizens. And you think we can handle that after everything we've seen of it? It is what I've seen that has convinced me you can. I awoke 4 centuries later to find our people living and laughing beneath Alexandria's banner. Though surprised and bewildered, I was overjoyed to see it so. You all deserve to be happy. Well then, we'd best not let you down. Now I suggest we move as a group. We don't know if or when a battle might find us. Oh, I believe someone came prepared for just such an eventuality. Is that the grimoire you retrieved from the old castle? Yes, my parents gifted it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect the things important to me. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in the arcane arts, so I lay claim to some small measure of skill. If that's the case, it might be better if we split into 2 groups after all. It would certainly be more efficient for information gathering. I guess that makes sense. The 2 of you can take the west side of the recreation zone then. Jolteon and I will take the east. Very well, we shall end our patrol in the plaza just past True View and await you there. Okay. Why does my finger itch so much? Pikachu. My toy. Oh. I got your toy. Is that my toy? Sorry. Ding Dong needs to be... Did you go get it? Hi! Hello! You didn't bring me a chopstick, sir. Are you mad that I threw something for the doggo? Honey. Are you mad that I threw something for the dog? You didn't bring me a chopstick. Yeah, you didn't bring me a chopstick. I can't chuck something for you if you don't bring me something. You gonna come say hi? You come say hi to everybody? Come on. Honey, come on. Come on. Come on. Come up and say hi. No, you're just gonna stare at me. Come on. Come say hi. That got you up. Come over here. If I open these, you probably won't even eat what I give you. They're cheese. You don't like the cheese ones. You don't like the cheese ones. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now I have crushed up potato chip on my... I'm making a mess. Sorry, I got slightly distracted. Honey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Whatever. Let's do the rounds then. We'll see what's what and chat to the people we meet along the way. Pay special attention to anyone who looks overwhelmed or overly excited. Hopefully that will earn us a tidbit or two we didn't know before. Certain duties require that one or more NPCs accompany you in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You must keep them at your side and make your way to a designated location. As long as you remain in the same area, NPCs accompanying you will remain at your side, even when using teleport or Ethernet. It is possible to ride mounts or swim while escorting NPCs. Oh! Please note, however, they will not appear at your side until you dismount or leave the water. Hey! They upgraded it! Now we don't have to take our time. We can get on mounts and teleport around. Yay! What escorting entails. So long as you remain in the same area, NPCs accompanying you will remain at your side. Oh, yeah, I already read that. What escorting entails. You may also speak with NPCs while escorting them. Furthermore, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. These points will also be indicated on your map. Parting ways with NPCs. When speaking with NPCs, you will be given the option to part ways. You will also part ways automatically when changing areas. If you part ways with an NPC, you may return to the starting point and speak with them to try again. Okay! We can now use teleporters. The thing with using teleporters, you gotta make sure you don't miss the little speech bubbles. Okay, so we have 3 people to talk to. And a bubble. Are the sentries and air wheelers safe to be around now? I just know it's going to happen again, and maybe next time I'll be the one who dies in a horrible accident. I need a neo-regulator. Becoming endless is the only way. Even Queen Speen said so. Ah, the memories. I used to drink around here all the time. I made sure not to overdo it when I had work the next day, but once we were past the busy season, or when the ladies weren't amenable to my company, well, you'd have to scrape me off the street outside in the morning or afternoon. The worst I ever got was on what should have been the worst day of my life. If only I could remember it. I was still wearing a regulator back then. It was also the day I first met Shale, although I guarantee she's forgotten it completely. Hello, viewer! You want to hear my story? While I appreciate you offering a sympathetic ear, there's not much to tell. If you must know, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His air-wheeler dropped right out of the sky and he didn't survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. I know that's not so strange these days, but he'd never bothered with one. He was at peace with the idea of dying someday, and I thought I understood what that meant until it happened. Oh. His friend has never worn a regulator. He could have been from Eorzea, though. What has me in such a fine mood, you ask? Well, I've just registered my new regulator. I was leery of becoming nothing but memories at first, but now that I've gone through with the registration, I've never felt more at ease. Also, once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers. Of the 5,000 slots available, over 3,800 have already been filled. So if you're still hesitant, you've not much time to make your mind up. Mark my words, friend, when there's only a few slots left, it's going to get very ugly. Jolteon, a word. I feel like there was a new factor in these stories we've heard, one we hadn't considered during our discussion with everyone in the back room. That people are still deathly afraid, that fights are likely to break out over the neo-regulators, that a victim of the violence wasn't wearing a regulator, that fights are likely to break out. And the fact that nearly 4,000 people have registered is worthy of its own report. But are you sure there wasn't anything else? That a victim of the violence wasn't wearing a regulator? Yes, that's it. The vast majority of residents have always worn regulators, so it's not a detail we'd normally think about. With the supply of souls cut off, though, more and more people have been going without them. We need to look into the casualties from the recent attacks and check whether or not they were equipped with regulators. Let's ask around on the street over to the east. It was pretty chaotic at the time, but maybe we'll find eyewitnesses who can help us confirm if this was a pattern or not. Hello! I heard you come in. I don't know who you are. Hello? I heard somebody join the group. Where am I going? I need to go this way. Oh, maybe it kicked me out of Discord. Okay. Maybe it wasn't somebody joining. Maybe it was I got kicked out of Discord. I still have that problem every once in a while. I just randomly get kicked out of Discord for no reason at all. It was once my job to deliver goods by hover cargo. That's why I know a fair number of names and faces throughout the city. The little ones who'd jump for joy when I brought them packages, the old lady who'd always greet me with a smile. I'd hate for anything bad to happen to them. Meow! Honey! My goodness, sir! Hello, how are you today? Please let me know if I may be of service. Citywide casualty data unavailable. Government officials are currently processing reports from all affected zones. Can you narrow it down to the recreation zone then? You must have some estimates on hand. Recalibrating parameters. Injured 87 individuals. Casualties 19 individuals. Casualties equipped with regulators 0. So the casualties are all people who weren't wearing regulators. You wish to know if the people who died in the machine rampage were wearing regulators? I'm sorry, but I was assigned to clearing away debris. I didn't see any of the deceased. No bodies were present by the time I arrived, so I assume the ushers had already done their work. I do remember there being patches of white dust scattered about that were quite a chore to clean up, but nothing else worthy of mention. Jolty, I think it's time we rejoined Kryle and Sveen. I was half joking with my boast to Shale, but we may have stumbled upon something major here. We should share our findings and keep pursuing this avenue of inquiry. Didn't Kryle say to meet them in the plaza just outside of Trueview? Let's get going. Okay. So used to not teleporting when I have somebody that I have to transport around. Unga Bunga? Really? Unga Bunga. Okay. So essentially, you're saying that the people who were killed by malfunctioning machines weren't wearing regulators? While the numbers are still tentative and only applied to that one zone, we don't know how they'll stack up against the overall data, but this is definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say that anyone who had removed their regulator was a priority target. Now that you mention it, the person I was treating for injuries wasn't wearing one either. But why? Why are they being targeted over everyone else? Based solely on the lack of a neo-regulator, we cannot judge if a person has no desire to become endless, or if they simply failed to acquire one of the limited devices. But those who wear no regulator at all, they have clearly rejected the old system of using souls to revive themselves. Put another way, they have chosen to live their lives in the knowledge that death is an inevitability. The chances that such resolute people would wish to become endless are far lower, I would imagine. And so Calyx has chosen those least likely to accept his vision as victims to stoke fear and panic. But there was no need to kill anyone. With the way things were, the people were already fearful enough. He could have found 5,000 willing citizens without all this madness. You make a good point. Perhaps this sowing of terror is in service to another scheme, or he had some other need for the lives he's taken. What of the dust found at various sites? Could something have been done to the victims? Right, the sanitation worker's story. She saw no bodies, but mentioned piles of white dust. Dust, but no bodies? Now, where have I heard that before? Do you recall when we went to save Erinville from the sentries in the outskirts? That usher Malachite told us much the same thing. When I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it. That both stories speak of missing remains is suspicious enough, but the shared mention of this dust is too much to ignore. In that case, we should confirm if this substance was present at other sites and attempt to ascertain its nature. Following this thread may lead us not only to an explanation for the missing bodies, but also the intent behind Calix's murderous actions. Jolty, we need your help. I've lost control of the soldiers in the residential area. They might be trying to hurt people again. Oblivious members are on their way now, but are you close enough to join them? Damn it, our new investigation will have to wait. Let's go. I'm wearing a swimsuit.
Stay back! Stay away from me!
Leave him alone!
Are you all right?
What happened here?
No, I had the Discord up, but for some reason it kicked me out. So that's why the Discord isn't up right now, Kev.
A sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I managed to run, but the man who tried to save me...
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Go to them, quickly!
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape. Mother! Mother, please!
Isadora! Thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
here sooner.
Everything will be all right. I promise to make your mother better.
Thank you, miss.
Devin, you shouldn't be watching this. Spoilers. I'm not grinding, but I decided to advance story.
Will she sleep like that forever?
No, not forever. She'll wake soon, I'm sure of it.
That's good to hear. Thank you for saving her.
Forgive me, I was reckless. You shouldn't have had to waste time tending my wounds as well. Did you see our other comrade back there? He stayed behind in the lobby, but I heard the sounds of fighting. I am sorry, he must have fallen protecting the residents. Our comrade, you think he may have been struck down? If he is wounded or worse, I should go to him. Wait, please, it isn't safe for you you still need rest. Would you stay with Milos and watch over Isadora for me? We will tend to your friend. Thank you, please be careful yourself. La 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 la! Wait, what? Isadora is going to be alright then? I'm so glad. I have just finished my ministrations here. Our oblivious comrade was beyond saving, I'm afraid. That brave soul, he gave his life to save another. He died protecting me. I don't understand why any of this is happening. That sentry was behaving normally like any other, then all of a sudden it tried to kill me. Weapons or no, Calyx commanded them to commit murder. Is it over? We came as soon as Wayakwe sent word. I am sorry, by the time we arrived, it was already too late. Then Geode could be in trouble too. Once we have this radius locked down, we need to find him. But why? Has something happened? Possibly. We're not sure what. But he stopped responding to our communications. We need to prioritize securing the residential sector, though, at least until we regain control over the sentries. Then we should search for Geode. I agree, since most Oblivion members have sworn off regulators. If our theory holds true, then they could be prime targets for the next attack. Please do what you can to shepherd the residents to safety, but avoid the sentries at all cost. Our thanks. Here, take these communicators. We've made modifications to them to prevent Calyx from intercepting the signal, and have been using them to coordinate movements with allies in the vicinity. Wayakwe has one too, so I'll ask her to keep hailing Geode. Good luck and stay safe. Geode said he would sweep the surrounding area, so he shouldn't have ventured too far. Let's get going. Spain's pockets are showing. It's annoying me. See no sign of Geode. Perhaps you should search farther to the east. East. See no sign of Geode. Wayakwe's voice crackles forth from the communicator. Geode, Geode, answer me. No response. Perhaps you should continue your search further to the east. See no sign of Geode. The neighboring residential radius would be the next logical place to look. Well, there he is.
This is the only place left. Let them be safe.
Geode, are you there? Answer me, please!
I'm here. Sorry for the long silence. I've been busy.
Oh, you're alive! Thank the gods! Where are you now?
The radius next door. The lobby is secure. I'll scout the second floor. Then I'll join it. Dust.
Dust? What are you talking about? What's happening?
They're not just collecting souls. They're draining the bodies of corporeal ether. The dust that we saw was all that was left of the victims. They must have modified the soul cells. Shit.
key here. You need to run, now!
A trap!
Oh dear.
Take care of the others, eh?
Oh dear.
No sign of him so far. This way, maybe? Geode!
A shame. I had hoped to leave here with at least one more cell's worth of ether. But seeing how eager you are to interfere, I shall cut this foray short.
Calyx. What could you possibly stand to gain from these atrocities?
Ether sufficient to generate 5,000 endless. How would you acquire it?
How would I?
Until I have the key, the reflections are closed to me. Thus do I make do with the sources at hand. 7% of Alexandria's current population will yield the energy to convert 5,000 into endless. With 11%, operations could continue unabated for 800 years. Our bodies are fated to decay sooner or later. These ones refuse the gift of eternal life, so what difference does it make if I return them to ether now? I will not waste time and resources on meaningless conflict. This unit cannot offer you worthwhile resistance. Instead, I pose a question. Would you hand over the key if I promise to halt my harvest?
You would only seek other victims. I will halt your harvest by defeating you. I would defeat you!
It was foolish of me to even ask. I return to my work then. There is much to do if I must take the key by force.
This pile of dust, these ashes, and the soul cell he left behind. Was that his twisted way of returning Geode to us? Damn you, Calyx. Damn you and your careless cruelty. He was our friend. Even so, some might say every death was justified if it meant 5,000 endless could continue their immortal lives. And if a reflection stolen aether allowed for many more endless, why, that too would be a noble sacrifice for the greater good. Who could think that? Not I. Certainly not I. We know only too well there is naught noble in this sacrifice. We have to stop him. We have to find Calyx and put an end to this madness as soon as possible. And under no circumstances can we let the key fall into his possession, Jolty. It falls to us. We will thwart his plans here in Alexandria before he can terrorize innocents and reflections elsewhere. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the next one, but I think I'm going to call it here. So we'll pick up the next one, and then after it's done with its little spiel, I'm going to end it. Maybe we'll continue next week. We did get our little minion. Oh. Where did I get him? Oh, he's kind of cute. So we got our Galul Jaja. Yeah. Anyway, we should return to the back room. Shayla and the others need to know what happened. I mean, if you want. I wasn't sure if you were awake enough to. But yeah, after I finish this spiel, I can flip over to Palworld if you want. We should return to the back room. Shayla and the others need to know what happened. Yes, I'll ask Wayakwe to meet us there as well. Okay. Oh, are they going to teleport me there? Oh. That happens sometimes. I like not having to run somewhere. My shirt's a little tight.
Our dear Geode. The soldiers. If only I'd been able to control them.
This isn't your fault, Gululja. The blame lies with Calyx, and with him alone. It's all so senseless. Why force his plans upon us when we're already happy, living our lives? What does he even think life is? I'll never forgive Calyx for doing this. or myself for being powerless to stop him. Wait, where are you going? To clear my head. Don't worry, I won't do anything stupid.
Stay here and get some rest. I'll make sure nostalgia stays out of trouble.
Thank you.
Things would have been far worse if you and Geode hadn't rushed in there. Many people are still alive because of you. And after adding what you discovered to the leads we've dug up, I'm hopeful we can determine where Calyx is hiding. But not right now. We need time before we can move on. Just a little time.
Oh, Geode.
Okay, well. Yeah, that happened. Okay, Kevin, let me eat something. I'll join the Discord again, and then we can hop on Pal World if you want. But yeah, stay crazy. Have a great day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is when you're watching this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications when I'm streaming. Check out the website in the description. My buddy Shio did a great job, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!